is an inherent risk every time you start a new drawing. The risk that you might fail, that you won't like what you drew, that everyone will find out you're a fraud and you can't actually draw. The onus we put on ourselves every time we start makes the actual process of starting feel impossible sometimes. Analysis paralysis, it's called. The fear is enough to scare us away from starting altogether. Unless you're one of the lucky ones who can go forth without crippling fear, in which case, congratulations, and go frolic in your mental garden of freedom. But I'm not one of the lucky ones. I struggle to start a new drawing even when I'm feeling creative and in the mood to draw. I know it's because I'm placing too much pressure on myself to make a perfect and presentable piece. Just start, who cares, I say to myself. Yet the struggle remained. Until recently. I found an indirect method that works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. I realized I needed a low-stakes way to ease into drawing without actually having to draw. That sounds like an oxymoron, but I needed a way to be creative without any of the risk involved with drawing. So I found journaling. I can write and write and write without ever drawing a single thing, unless I want to, of course. I can loosen my strokes and the tension in my hand with words. The friction falls away with every loop of a letter. I can place stickers and photos in appealing layouts, exercising my layout abilities without worrying about my draftsmanship. I can think about color theory in a playful way with pens and stickers. I can even showcase the art that I make, like on this spread. It also helps to write your thoughts, which is the whole purpose of a journal for most people. I've had revelations about my work and my art process simply from writing my thoughts down, thoughts I wouldn't have pulled from my brain otherwise. I thought of the idea for my last YouTube video in a journal entry. This journal entry to be exact. And the next day I made a YouTube video. I journal every single day now. I was never a consistent journal planner user before, and I abandoned every journal I kept until recently. I finally started to be consistent with the Midori 3-year diary in March this year, and since it's a 3-year diary, it only has a few lines available for each day. But the key is to start small. No grand sweeping gesture of commitment and promising to keep a habit you think your dream self could do. The real version of you, the you right now, has to make the promise. I could commit to writing just a few lines of words a day, I thought to myself. And I did. Once I committed to it for a few months, I added in this A6 Hobonichi Techo Spring Start. That's a mouthful. And I kept the consistency going since I started it in May. It comes in English, but I picked the Japanese version. As you can see, I draw on it minimally, but I play with color and stickers and typography a lot, and I credit this new habit for kickstarting my creativity. Starting a drawing after a journaling session feels so much easier. I recommend starting small. This A6 size is a manageable size to do every day, and I don't think I could keep going if I had an A5 size or larger. I spend about 15 minutes a day on a page, sometimes more if I'm really feeling it. I give myself grace, and if I miss a day due to being busy, I'll do it the next day. I never let myself go more than 3 days without journaling, though. It's too hard for me to write about my day when I'm so far detached from that day, both in time and mental space, so 3 days is my limit. Even if journaling isn't actually drawing, it has helped my drawing and my creative process immensely. So if you're struggling to draw, try journaling.